Hello and welcome back to Strings and Strum. In this tutorial I'm going to be going through how to play Over the Rainbow by Israel Kamakawiwo'ole. Now this song is one of my favourites to play on ukulele because it just sounds really good, and it was originally written for ukulele, which makes it so much easier. So let's start off with the string pattern. Now the string pattern is a little bit different to maybe what you're used to, because in this you need to chuck. Chuck basically means mooting the strings. So if you're gonna, that would be chucking it. So you go chuck, down, up, chuck, down, chuck. Okay, so you just go like chuck, like that, okay? Chuck, down, up, chuck, down. Okay, if you want to pause the video now just to go through that string pattern, that is absolutely fine. Okay, great guys, well done. Now we're going to be going on to intro 1, because you may have noticed in the original song that he does, intro 1 starts, and then when he goes on to the then it changes to another intro. So there's 2 intros, so I'm just going to go through intro 1. Intro 1 is C. We all know how to play C. G, A minor, and F. Then you go back to C, you go to G, and then you go to A minor, and then you go to F. But on the last round, so on the second round of doing that pattern, you do F twice. But obviously now we have to add in our string pattern. So it would sound something like this. You got that? Because if you've got that, already sounds great, so well done. Okay, moving on to intro 2 now. Intro 2 has got some new chords to learn, but if you're already on top of the game, then you probably already know them. So, you start off with the C, you go to the E minor, then you go to F, then you go back to C, then you go up to F, then you go to E7, which is like that. Then you go to A minor. Then you go to F. So the new chords that you probably picked up on in that second part of the song is the E minor, which is that. So you put your first finger on the first string. You put your middle finger on the second string, on the second fret, and then you put your third finger on the third string on the 4th fret. So it should create some sort of diagonal line going across the top of your fretboard. Okay, perfect. I quite like it. I think it sounds quite spooky, like most of the minor chords do. Well, all of them actually. And then we go to E7. Well, we don't. There's other chords in between, but there's a new chord, is the E7. So you put your first finger on the last string, on the 1st fret. Then you put your middle finger on the 3rd string, on the 2nd fret. And then you put, whatever this finger's called, on the 1st string on the 2nd fret. Just like that. Okay, and it should sound like that. Alright, so let's do intro 2 all together. You play that twice, and each time, and before you change each chord, you play through the whole pattern twice. Okay? Because on intro 1 we only did it once, if you remember. There we change. So, twice on this one, okay? I'll play it all the way through. You can pause it now if you would like to go through and practice the parts that we've covered so far. Okay, ready? Perfect. Well done, you. Now, shall we put that all together, the intro bits? Okay, I may even sing along to these just so you know where we are in the song, okay? Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, right, so you virtually got half of the song because that second intro comes back again at the end, but unfortunately you don't play the E7 again during the song, which is a bit of a bummer, being as you've practiced your transition from your F to your E7, but you know, I'm sure it's useful for some other songs. Right then, now we're stepping into the verses, which will be great. I'm sure it'll be loads of fun. Anyway, so you start from the C. It is actually very, very similar to intro 2, apart from that E7's not in there. Let me just check, is it the same? Oh no, instead of the E7, you swap it for a G. So we'll go C, back to that cheeky E minor, to the F, back to the C, to the F, to the C, to the G, to the A minor, to the F. Okay? Right then, should we add the strum pattern to that? Alright. Okay, right. Right then, okay, great. So you play 2 of those. So you play intro 1, then you play intro 2, and then you play 2 of your verses, and then you go into the bridge, which is by far my favourite part. I don't know why, it just is. So your bridge is simple and it's easier to remember, which is just a bonus. So it's C, then it's E minor, then it's A minor, then it's F. That is brilliant. That's great. So you play intro 1, then intro 2, then 2 of those verses, then 1 bridge. Well, you repeat the pattern twice, but there's 1 bridge in the song. So you do 2 of your C, E minor, A minor, F, C, E minor, A minor, F. So you do that once. And then you go back to the bridge, and then into verse, and then you go back to intro 2 to finish off. Okay, so you've got all the parts there to hopefully play a pretty cool piece. Okay, thank you. I'll be posting my cover of Over the Rainbow tomorrow. Thank you, I'll see you guys later. Bye.